pressing it.
Okay. Hi, my name is Jasmine, and my pronouns are she and her. It is very nice to meet you today, Joe. And I'll be your health coach today.
Thank you.
And before we start with the actual health coaching for today, I just wanted to go over a document so that we both understand what a health coach is and how I can help provide help for you.
Thank you.
So I'll send over a document,
Oh, thanks.
and I'll just read off the document so we both understand.
Okay.
And I wanted to inform you that a health coach is a client based approach to medicine. Though I cannot prescribe any medication or diagnosis, I'm here to help guide you towards self determined goals and behaviors to help you help yourself.
Thank you.
And if you agree with what I just said, if you could just sign it, please, and I'll sign it after and date it.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
just was wondering, what what am I signing up for? Like, is it like for a year or a couple sessions? Like, what does that look like?
Oh, it's just signing saying that you understand what I'm here to provide you help with,
Okay.
and so you understand that I cannot prescribe any medication or diagnose you, but I can refer you to other people who can do that.
Oh, great. Okay. Thank you. Sounds
It's just
good.
clarification. Okay, I'm signing it and dating it now. Also, I wanted to inform you that I will be taking notes down here, so if you see me looking down or writing, that's the only reason. But if you feel like I'm not listening, just please let me know, and I will always make sure that I'm listening and reassure you. And I also want to let you know that this is completely confidential, and everything said in this room will stay in this room unless given written consent by you. Okay.
Thank you.
And if you're comfortable with sharing a few answers with me, I would like to ask you a few questions.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, what are your pronouns?
For myself, she or her. And you're
Also,
you're fine to call me just Joe. It's fine too.
okay, okay, perfect. Also, if you would wish to skip any questions, all you have to say is skip, and we could just go to the next one.
Okay, thanks.
Um, do you practice a religion or do you have a religion?
As I do have a faith. Thank you.
Okay. Can you think of any factors that might influence how I can care for you?
Oh, that's a good question. Let me think. Factors. I think maybe one of the biggest factors is I feel like I have two people that I do caregiving for. They're both very much ambulatory, but they both have various diseases and conditions. So, for instance, in my household, my hubby,
Mm-hmm.
he has heart issues and different nerve pain issues from auto accident, and he just high blood pressure. He's got a lot going on,
Mm-hmm.
and then my mom lives not with us, but fairly close by, and she has um, she has cancer and also osteoporosis, but she's very active, ambulatory. You wouldn't know it, you know. So, but they do require some kind of caregiving.
Mm-hmm. I understand. Thank you for sharing
Yeah,
that with me too.
sure.
Um, can you think of any barriers that might delay like an increase in your health from being in the sessions?
I don't. I feel like in many ways I have a lot of some good health. I honestly, I think one of my own barriers is probably a stress and how I deal with that, and then how that affects my mood and my mental state. So um, I can be my own worst enemy, I call it. I can sabotage myself, and that all happens in my mind. So um, I do understand that all kind of starts there. So if I want to make change, the barrier would be if I'm not in a good mental state.
Okay, thank you for sharing that as well. Um, Now can you explain to me what was the reason why you came in for the visit today?
Well, I saw my primary care provider,
Mhm.
and even though he's been helping me manage my disease condition, which is low thyroid, hypothyroidism, Hashimoto's.
Mhm.
Um, I've just talked to him about my concerns about my osteopenia, which is like a precursor I found out to the osteoporosis, and then also just being discouraged with putting on weight and just really having a harder time taking it off.
Mhm.
And so so he thought that I would be a good candidate to meet you and maybe work with you.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming in today.
Yeah.
Um, so can you further explain how the Hashimoto's affects your daily life?
Sure. That's a good point. I mean, I've been taking the medication for a while, so and part of me thinks, okay, that's going well because my my blood tests show, that I'm in a good range for that. But I know it does affect me in other ways, and that is one, people with Hashimoto's, they tend to put on weight,
Mhm.
and when I had an incident with a family member where they had like a severe mental health breakdown, it's still going on. But when it first came on, I think I was kind of in shock and awe, and just trying to just go forward each day. So I think it took a toll on my body that I
Mhm.
didn't even realize, and so that's why I'm thinking I need more than what I'm doing right now. Like, it's not enough.
Mhm. I could also refer you to someone who could help specialize in dealing with people like ac- activities that relate to what just happened with you.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, if you want to put it into categories, talking to a mental health expert,
Yeah.
I did go and see one, with just like a few sessions to kind of get me through that,
Mhm.
and I also have done a lot of group therapy. So during that time, I actually go into group meetings and talking about it. And the thing that concerned me was that even though I was taking care of my mental health, my body still had the effects. It's like my,
Mhm.
so there was a mental health that I couldn't really separate from my body. So I really believe that's the Hashimoto's, and I think I heard of a friend that she goes to Chinese doctors. She's Chinese, and she tells me how she always goes to acupuncture, and I'm going like,
Mhm.
really, maybe that would be helpful. So I
Yeah.
think I would be willing to explore, talking to having a relationship with a mental health expert,
Mhm.
ongoing, and then yeah, I might want to explore some other ways to reduce my stress.
Yeah, I could definitely write a referral to a specialist and an acupuncture specialist as well, because I feel like it would help also alleviate some of like the energy, like just keep it flowing instead of like feeling all pent up.
Yeah, I think that'd be good. I mean, um, I forgot to tell this to my doctor, but I still have residual like chronic pain from an auto accident.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, the worst part of it is probably just like always the low back. So, I mean, I'm pretty good about getting out and moving, every day, and getting up and moving, just moving my body. But, I still, it bothers me that I put on this weight during that stressful time, and I plan to take it off, but I really haven't that much, and I got halfway, but I still have some more to go. So I would say, like, I'm really motivated to do that. And the other thing is, like, seeing my mom, um, her brittle bones, which is the osteoporosis, and knowing that, I could be having that more, um, because I have a precursor for it. So I wanna do things that is going to strengthen my bones,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe strengthening my bones, it also requires strengthening my muscles, and I'm not doing anything. in that area right now.
So yeah, so it seems to me like you wanna do like some small exercises to help get the muscles moving and to help with your lower back pain and the other stuff. And as
Yeah.
well as, would you be open to changing your diet a little bit so you could help lower some of your weight since that was one of your goals?
Yeah, yeah, I feel like I'm doing the things that I thought I would normally do with what's, eating pretty good and exercising. I thought normally those things would the weight would start coming off more, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's because of COVID and there's even more stress. I seem to put on weight when things are really stressful.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, yeah, focusing on a few things like strengthening, and also if there's something that I know that I should change in my diet, and that is making sure that I get more vegetables. I mean, like fresh vegetables, because I can, get like a can of soup that has veggies in them, so I can do something really simple, but actually planning like maybe 5 vegetables every day into my diet, you
Mm-hmm.
know, would raw, maybe raw or lightly steamed or something would be a good plan.
Yeah, that would be a really good plan in addition to your diet. Also,
Yeah,
like you could organize your plate differently. You could like make it smaller so it seems like there's more other food, and then you could
it's
also
a great
have the vegetables
idea.
on the side so it seems
Yeah,
like there's more vegetables when you're not eating as much vegetables. It's just like a mental thingy.
yeah,
So
yeah.
probably try doing that. And also, if you like how you were talking about with the 5 vegetables a day, if that's too much, you could also do 3 vegetables a day and work your way up to 5 and so on.
Yeah, I did. I mean, one of my friends uses this app with her kid, and it seems really simple and it's kind of fun. But it's called My Plate, and you can actually press a little button when you've got your vegetables for the day
Mhm.
and fruit, um, and and then it's like check, check. You got that done. So I think I'm a visual person, so I think that kind of thing would work for me too. Something on my phone that I could track and that's simple.
Would you be open to downloading that app?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
That would be that'd help greatly,
Yeah.
and it'll especially help with keeping you continually doing it and going and so on.
Mm. Yeah.
Also, going back to your auto accident that you said and how you wanted to do like a little bit of strength training, I could also send you some like a pictogram of some exercises that'll help strengthen your lower back area and it'll help take off some of the pressure and the pain if you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, if I actually wrote down like a plan that I would do, not too complex, but just I maybe shoot for 3 days a week, I'm thinking, and do it for, about 20 to 30 minutes. And one day focus on the core, other one is arms, others legs or something, something like that where it varies it up. I know when I was doing it with a friend, um, about a year and a half ago, uh, it felt so good, and I felt stronger, and people go like, "Whoa, what's your body's changing, it looks so good," so I think I liked the results of it, and the
Mhm.
motivation was good, and I think back, I'm like, "I don't know why I stopped doing that." But I have that history of knowing that I did it, and I liked it, and I kept with it, and I made it a habit for, like, about 3 months, and then
Mhm.
this thing happened in the family, and I just let that kinda pull away doing the things that I know I should do, and I was doing, you know? So I wanna
So,
get back there.
so, do you have any support system at home that could help constantly encourage you to continue helping yourself?
Yeah, I have, well, the person that helps me is also kinda like a saboteur too. So but, that's my hubby. I mean, he doesn't really feel that well as far as exercising, but I will, go out in the evening and take a walk, like a brisk walk with him. He doesn't really can't go very far, but, um, so that's one person, and, we've been doing this thing about, after we eat at 6, that we'll just have some snacks of, like, nuts or things. So we really, don't eat desserts, and a lot of sweet things, which I think, in the evening, like the snacking, that's when, like, these hidden hidden, um, calories come on. But as far as support, I also have my sister. I have a sister that's nearby, and, we help each other out. And, she always asks me about stuff, and so we're accountable with each other. So she's a great support system.
Okay, that's really good. Would you be open to taking possibly like doing a couple exercises maybe for like 10-15 minutes with your sister?
Yeah, we've done it, through, like a video chat
Mm-hmm.
where we do it at the same time, which is really fun. I think it was hard for us to do 3 days a week together,
Yeah.
so maybe one day,
Mm-hmm.
commit to doing that with her one day a week.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. Starting off small would be help a lot.
Yeah.
Also,
I
like over time, you could probably schedule some other times to boost it up maybe to like 2 days, and then from two
yeah.
days, and it doesn't have to be like set in stone. Like you can be always flexible with the times.
Yeah, and I found a video, like a lunchtime, yoga,
Mm-hmm.
and it was so much fun. I thought, "Oh my gosh, I wanna do this every week at least." So, I would really love to do that once a week, join a lunchtime, yoga, and, you don't have to change your clothes necessarily or anything. You just, like, get on, and there's some quieting, like a little bit of meditation. So, it just seems like a great thing to do halfway through the day. So, I was excited about maybe trying that more often.
Yeah, that sounds really fun too. If you
Yeah.
could tell me the name of the place, I could probably get in contact with them for you and then help connect you with
Oh,
that.
thank you. Yeah, actually, I saw it on a school website. So,
Mhm.
it was at OCC, and, I actually, had known the instructor already, so that made it even more fun.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
perfect. And so retouching on everything, you would like a referral for acupuncture to help with your stress, and a specialist possibly in PTSD.
Mhm. Yeah.
And I know that you already are in contact with a yoga instructor at OCC, so that's perfect already. And you have two people to help support you, so that's really good. And so I see that we only have a few more minutes left, and I would like to just close up with a few things, so in case you have questions about it, you'll already know the information.
Okay, thanks.
So I wanted to let you know that I'm available Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And you could always feel free to call me or leave a voicemail, and I will contact you as fast as I can. But I just want to inform you that after 5 p.m., anything that will be called in or like emailed will be documented the next day. But if you have any questions from now to the end of our session, just feel free to butt in and let me know.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. So, do you have any questions?
Um, yeah, if just send me an email with some of the things we talked about, and, I
Definitely.
can start, incorporating them. I know, we touched on a lot of different things, but they were things that I really wanna do.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited about, you know, having the support from you too, and, I feel really motivated to get started on that, and I know I'm in pretty good health, but it's gonna really be preventative. I see some of my family members that have some chronic diseases, and I could have a propensity towards that, but, um, anyways, yeah, I'm really excited about, like, taking charge of my health, and, and regaining that. And I know that the barriers for me will always be when something comes up to take care of another family member. I have a
Mhm.
tendency to like put all my self care off to the side. So what I really want to learn how to take care of myself, even if that goes on.
Mhm.
So I mean, I think that's a goal for me to learn that.
Okay. We could definitely touch base on that next session.
Oh, okay, great, thank you.
Okay. And I will definitely send an email with the food plan and the workout as well as the link to that app that you were talking about where you could just add the vegetables. And yeah, I could send a referral right after this session to the acupuncturist and specialist. And yeah, seems really good. Do you think we should meet back? I would say once a month, or
Yeah, I think that would be good because then I could, um, just have recorded what I've been doing and, just share an update with you on that.
yeah,
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
we could always touch base on anything and just inform each other.
Okay, sounds good.
And okay, so it seems like our session is almost concluded. So, was there any more questions that you might have?
Um, no, I think that's all I can think of right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you have any more questions, always feel free to just write them down and bring them in next session.
All right. Thanks. I will.
It was very nice to meet you today, Joe, and I look forward to our next session.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye bye.